Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Dawgz YouTube channel and throughout social media. We're also on Sports Chat Place, so check us out there if you can. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 6 p.m. at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show for tonight. All right, we got James Clark with us, Ruffolo, service co-host, Kevin Thomas, Jovan Burts, got Ninos, and Brian Bitler. All right, here's how the lineup for tonight: Bitler, Clark, Thomas, Burts, Ruffolo, Ninos, and then I'll close this one out. All right, Chris, how'd your weekend go?
Another up and down weekend, but you know what? The ups were much stronger than the downs, so I can't complain. How was yours?
3-2. So I'll take Saturday and Sunday 3-2. So can't complain with that, right? He's gotten the winning ledger, so I'll go with that. So worked out all right for me. And of course, a lot of action we saw with that Michigan game. I think as a former offensive lineman, you pretty much appreciated how Michigan was able to just plow through Ohio State in that fourth quarter.
Oh, man. You saw how many people, how many camera shots they had of people crying in the stands? That was me watching the battle in the trenches. I was just sitting there with a chicken wing in my hand, actually crying. I had barbecue sauce on my face, wiping away the tears. It was beautiful. It was a sight to see. If you like neck roll games, that was your game to watch.
Oh, it certainly was. The way that O-line played was impressive. All right, let's go. Let's get started here with the show. Go ahead and welcome Brian Bitler. He bookends the drive-thru Mondays and Fridays here on the show. Brian, how you doing?
I can't complain. I'm ready for move into hopefully another successful month this last November. I almost hate to leave it because it's such a good month to me, but December's usually a good one, so hopefully we finish out the year strong.
Yeah, finish out the year strong. Remember, we got to navigate through bowl games, which can be tricky as well, but you got the experience to do so. And we're going to go over to the ice tonight with our lone NHL pick on the show at 9 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice Package. Flames that host the Penguins here. The Flames, $1.43, total 5.5.
Yeah, for me here, if I could do a premium play in the NHL today, it would be on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think we're getting a ton of value here. It's the Penguins' first game of a 5-game road trip. Look for the Penguins team to fight back on track tonight after their Saturday loss to the lowly Montreal Canadiens. My Flames have been unbelievable to start the season. I think they are just slightly overpriced here. Flames are just 3-2-3 at home, and the Penguins, a strong road profit team, 5-2-2 on the year. These are the games where the Penguins really excel, ones that everybody counts them out, and they don't think they're going to win. Penguins 7-3 last 10 trips to the Calgary. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Penguins here on the money line.
All right, Brian, going to go money line here with the Penguins plus 128 here against the Flames. All right, Chris, both teams here winners of 4 or 5.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to be back on the Penguins after the Montreal Canadiens loss, and it's hard, but I will be with the Pens tonight because I just don't trust the Flames to keep this string of recent play going. And the Penguins have actually shown up pretty well despite not having Sidney Crosby or Evgeny Malkin in the lineup. So I think there's value with the Penguins tonight in what should be, I think, a coin flip price instead of the Flames heavily favored.
Penguins plus 120 against the Flames here. Looking here at the Flames at home, -6 unit returns on their home ice for tonight. So Brian here going against the Flames with the negative units here at home. Penguins plus 128 against the Flames. This one has a start time of 9 Eastern Time over on NHL Center Ice Package. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Dawgz where you're just lighting up the boards. 1,633 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. Tonight we've got some NBA on the board, 9 NBAs. We got that big Monday Night Football game with college basketball and ice. What do you have going on over at Dawgz Premium?
I'll tell you what, like I said, I hate to get out of this month. Number one last 30 days right now as far as units won. So we're going to carry that over into the new week. I got my NFL Monday night money shot, my big NFL play for $30 at pickdawgz.com premium picks. Or you can get my college basketball play. And I have a play in the NBA. So all 3 plays for $40. It's my Monday night money shot 3-pack. Get that for $40 at pickdawgz.com. We're teaming up with some of these super handicappers here, like Kevin Thomas. We got Al Ninos, Jovan. Everybody here, super handicappers. Do that 2-for-1 deal. This is the time of year to do it.
Get on board, guys. 2-for-1 capper promotion right now. Take a look at Brian Bitler showing profit this year. College basketball showing profit, NBA, profiting NFL for this season, college football for this season, all across the board here with these major sports showing profit. He's also showing profit past 7 days. And you see the numbers here the past 30 days, 1,633 units of profit, all documented. Visit Pick Dawgz Premium. Visit Brian's profile page. You can see every play that he's made. It's all transparent. It's all documented. All graded immediately over at the site tonight. You can get on board here with Brian Bitler's Money Shot 3-pack. His best 3 plays for tonight. A strong NBA start as well as college basketball start for this season. Hot capper right now, past 30 days. Get on board with that 3-pack. Affordably priced, only $40. Of course, you can take those winnings and go long-term with Brian, or you can start tonight with the long-term pass. That 7-day all-sports pass. That will guarantee you all of Brian's plays from a college football. We're into championship week. We got the big games, two on Friday, the big card on Saturday, as well as Sunday NFL. We've got games as well on Thursday. So get on board with Brian Bitler. Week 13 NFL, week 14 college football. That 7-day all-sports pass, your best value. If you add a second capper to that, with a 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brian, it's always great having you on the show. I know you're part of the morning crew. You've got that really fantastic value right now, that YouTube members VIP.
Yeah, I always say it's the best value in handicap, and right about now, this is the best time to subscribe because we have college basketball going on, NBA, NFL, college football bowl season right around the corner. So for $100 a month, you get one premium pick a day from me, Rod, Mitch, and Joe, plus a play we would add if we could add a premium play at 4 or 5 o'clock at night, plus some banging prop plays. So make sure you check out the YouTube Premium and VIP link below and subscribe.
That's right, guys. Subscribe, follow the link below, and get signed up. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. You'll be back on Drive-Thru on Friday, but we'll tune in this week on the morning show, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, with you, Joe, Mitch, and Rod.
Yep, tune in tomorrow and watch us have fun and break down the games. Should be a good time.
Great time. All right, Brian, have a great night. We'll talk next week. Brian Bitler here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue on with the coverage here. Join with Chris. We're going now and welcome James Clark to the Drive-Thru. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He also contributes to the weekend shows here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday and Sundays, which will change formats on Saturday. It'll be multi-sports with college football dwindling down. You'll get plays from the multi-sports from the Cappers on the weekend. So let's go ahead and welcome in right now James Clark. We'll get wiring him in right now. James, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How are y'all today?
Going great, going great. Here we go, 8 Eastern Time on NBA League Pass Channel. Has the Bulls hosting the Hornets. Chicago 4.5, total 223.
Guys, you look at these two games, both these teams have been playing well this season. The Bulls, with the pieces they've added from the offseason, they look good. The Hornets picking up from what they did last year, got a little bit of healthy. This year, they look good. But, you look at this, the underdog has won 7 of the last 8 games between these two teams at the United Center. Also, the Hornets have covered a spread in 7 of their last 8 games, coming off an overtime loss, which they did. And for me, man, guys, I like the Hornets today on the money line. You're getting good value with the Hornets and the way they've been playing. You look at it, I seen it plus 160, always plus 180. So, guys, look around. I like the Hornets tonight to come out. I know Zach LaVine is questionable. That's a big part of this. Check right before the game because I think it was a game time decision for him to play. So check and see if he plays. But if he don't play, I definitely, I like it even if he does play. But if he don't play, I like it even, even a lot more. But take the Hornets tonight, guys, and let's cash this plus money winner.
All right, James Clark here on the Hornets. Take the money line, plus 170. Doesn't need the points here against the Bulls. We look here at LaVine here, and the issue with LaVine is the fact that he has an illness, and the media reports here say that they don't expect him to play. That's not official though, because they may have found that illness during the shoot around. So when you report late because of illness, it doesn't bode well here for LaVine. And Chris, with this Hornets team, they're 0-5 in back-to-backs. So when they have rest, they've done a very good job of getting the job done, winning games.
Yeah, I know we all make the argument for youth and being able to really just get back and bounce back quickly. But the fact of the matter is, these are still professionals. This is still the best playing the best, and when you have to play the best on back-to-back nights, it can be tough. But this is my Rodney Dangerfield game of the day. Both teams getting no respect from odds makers, and I think that this is This is a spot where I could take the Hornets plus the points. I don't know if I can get to the money line just yet because I do think this is a competitive game, but I think I can see a 3-point game whichever way you slice it. So I like the points in this one.
Yeah, Hornets really trending well over the past 5 games, nearly 40% from 3. This is a rest situation here for the Hornets. They're not in back-to-backs. They're 0-5 in back-to-backs. So with rest, their winning percentage very good. Hornets money line plus 170 against the Bulls. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. We got 9 games on the board here from the NBA. We got that big NFL game tonight. You're doing well in college football. 866 units of profit, fully documented. What do you have going on over at the site?
Guys, I got a 5-pack going on. I got the NFL game, 3 NBAs, and 1 college basketball game. You know, all 5 games that I really love. You know, you can get the 5-pack, like I said, or, you know, I've been hot in the NBA again this year. You know, I was number 1 all year last year, ended up finishing number 2. Here I am again, number 2 in the NBA. I got 3 packs of the NBA. If you just want to get my NBA, or if you, like I said, if you want to get all 5 guys, 5-0 and 3-0 is what I'm looking for to go tonight, guys. So get those, and we'll upgrade to 3, 7, or 30 days. Or like I say every time I'm on the show, guys, we got the best cappers in the world, so team me up with one of them, and we'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
Definitely get on board here with James Clark over at Pick Dawgz Premium. See the numbers here, 866 units of profit here in college football. Also showing profit in the NBA, 701 units of profit in the NBA. Remember, he finished number 2 in the NBA last season, his first year documented over at Pick Dawgz Premium. And tonight, well, James has that big 5-pack. His money stacks right now. 3 NBA, 1 NFL, 1 college basketball. A great deal right now to start your hot streak, start your week off with James Clark over at Pick Dawgz Premium. That 5-pack affordably priced, or you can also take those winnings, go long-term with James. Early in the week, that 7-day pass is your way to go with all these sports overlapping. Of course, we got championship week from college football, NFL week 13, a lot of college hoops, a lot of NBA. Get the 7-day all sports pass from James. Get every player releases for this week. And of course, if you had a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All righty, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show. Good luck to everybody. Let's cash some tickets, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow. James Clark here on the Drive to. Let's continue our coverage here with Chris. And a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. During the week, it's 11 a.m. Eastern time with Joe Madden. We got Mitch. We got Rod Zawacki and Brian Bitler. The YouTube members VIP. What a great value. Follow the link below and get signed up. And of course, we're here with the drive-thru Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we always ask for your help, guys. Those likes, those thumbs up, Chris, that really helps us build up our audience.
Absolutely, Tony. It does more than anything that anyone can ever do is, you know, help us with those likes and those thumbs up, because it helps us get the product out to people who may not have seen it before. And like I always say, who doesn't love getting free money, because that's pretty much what we're handing out when we do the drive-thru and all these live videos. So definitely give us those likes, those thumbs up, because we appreciate it, and we'll show you how much we appreciate it. We do it every night. Let's try to do it again tonight. 150 likes. I got a 2-leg parlay for you guys for the NBA action tonight, and I think we're going to start the week on a winning note. So like I said, 150 likes will get us there.
150 likes, guys. Keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for Kevin Thomas. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Kevin, what's going on?
Yeah, not much, guys. Not much at all. Just looking to win.
Let's win this week. All right, let's get going here. We started 7 Eastern time. The 76ers here to host an injury-riddled Magic team. The Sixers are laying 14 total, 205.5.
Yeah, you gotta love the 76ers here at home. I mean, Embiid comes back, puts up 42 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists, but they lost in double overtime. But I think it's just the fact that it was his first game back, and that first period they gave up 31 points to their Timberwolves. After that, they held them pretty much in check, and then they forced double overtime there. So you got Harris back, you got Embiid, who clearly was doing some working out, or maybe the rest just did him good, to be sick with COVID, and the way he, kept his body in shape over the years wasn't very good. So just to see him do 45 minutes was great to see. Then you got Maxey, who's coming in, pretty much Ben Simmons is an afterthought in this team. So they got their core guys with Maxey, Harris, and Embiid, and then you got Curry coming in. And I like Drummond too when he gets the minutes. He's still got the rebounding there. Now Orlando, I like the Magic. They're a young team. I like the Suggs pickup. I think the kid's going to be a stud in the league, and they do have size with the Wagner brothers. I mean, those guys are pretty 6'10", 6'11". So those guys match up pretty good. It's just the experience with the 76ers and Philly at home. They have to win this game. They're 10-10. Everyone had high hopes for them going to this. The Simmons thing was a big distraction, but they're actually playing better without him because, Maxey distributes the ball and he takes the shots. So the guys have to come out and defend him. It's not like, Simmons. He's not going to shoot the three. So I think 76ers make this a statement game, and I think they win by 15, 20-plus points right here tonight. So you can lock in the Sixers for a sure win here.
All right, Kevin, on the Sixers, laying the 14 against the Magic. A Magic team, of course, they've been without Carter Williams, Fultz, Isaac, Anthony now injured. It looks like Mobamba will play. He was questionable with the back injury. Terrence Ross will play through that back injury. Looks like Milton is in. And so Philadelphia has gotten healthy here. But look at Orlando's side, Chris. This is a team that's lost 9 of 10, and they have trouble getting to 100 points.
That they do, and that's exactly why I was looking at the under tonight. I think this is a relatively comfortable win for Philadelphia, but I could see this being like a 105-90 kind of game, something like that. Where forget about 100, 90 might even be a struggle for the Magic tonight. So I'm loving the under in this one.
All right, Chris likes under. Kevin on the 76ers lane. And actually, I've seen the 13.5. Now that Bamba is in, so we saw a little bit of take back on Orlando. You can find 13.5 in many places right now against Orlando. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pick.com. We're doing fantastic work in the NFL this year. 1,130 units of profit that is fully documented over the site. We got that big Monday Night Football game tonight, Seahawks and Washington football team. 9 NBA games. We got lots from college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Oh, yeah, you can still get on my Monday Night Knockout, or if you want, you can roll that with the 2 NBA in my Monday Mixer, Money Mixer. That's right, you get 2 NBA and my NFL for a huge discounted price, but you can't go wrong just getting that NFL play 2-1 on Sunday and just keep rolling them up. So you can roll me in with any of these other cappers for the 2-for-1 capper deals. We got all the bowl games coming up. We still got lots of NFL to be played, college basketball, NBA, and I'm going to start pushing the hockey too. I usually wait till the bowls, college is over before I start rolling into hockey because I don't like to go more than 7 picks a day. That's just too much for me. That's too much work for me. I'd rather do quality over quantity. So you're going to start seeing more hockey from me. So any one of those packages, any one of those deals, great deal.
Great deal, guys. Got aboard with Kevin Thomas over at Pick Dawgz Premium. See the numbers here, 1,130 units of profit here over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Showing profit here the past 30 days, 944 units of profit. And, of course, showing profit in college basketball here this early in the season. Of course, over at Pick Dawgz Premium. If you'd like to try him out for one day, Kevin does have his Monday Money Mixer. He'll give you 2 NBA and 1 NFL. His best bets here tonight on the card. Affordable pricing, just $25. That's over there at Pick Dawgz Premium, where you can always take those winnings and go long-term with Kevin. He does have that 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. Early in the week, that 7-day pass is a great value because you'll get all of Kevin's NFL for this week as well as college football. Remember, it's championship week. We got a couple of games on Friday. Of course, we got that Saturday card, championship Saturday coming up here. Of course, all the NBA, all the college hoops. He'll start releasing some NHL for you. That 7-day all sports pass, your best value there over at Pick Dawgz. All right, Kevin, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you here next week, but I know you contribute to the weekend show.
Yes, and I'll probably be on that Saturday show with the Mixed Up Sports, so we'll see what I got going there.
All right. We'll mix it up there with the with the sports there on Saturday. All right, Kevin, have a great night. We'll talk to you next week.
See you guys later.
All right, Kevin Thomas here on The Drive. We'll continue on. Chris, where are we at on our light goal?
So we're making some progress. Of course, I was having technical difficulties before the show, and they like to rear their right. We got 207 people watching the show, so we're already at a point where if everybody who's watching the show just click the like button, you guys would already have that 2-leg parlay in the recap. So don't wait, get coming in, and we'll get you that parlay, no problem.
2-legged parlay. Let's get to 150 likes, guys. Keep those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Someone who's been doing fantastic work over at Pick Dawgz Premium, Jovan Burts. Let's bring him in now. Jovan, what's happening? We got you on mute.
Got you?
Yep, we got you.
Hear
we
me?
can hear you. I can hear you.
Right. It ain't nothing over here. Just keeping it smooth, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Just keeping it smooth, just keeping the winners coming and coming in. All right, tonight we're going to go 8 Eastern time. Rockets to host the Thunder here. The Rockets laying 2, total 217.5.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it to the public, man, to the people out there dealing with this bum ass game. But you know, I got to take it. But I'm definitely not going to take the side because you just never know with these two miserable teams. But I'm on the under. You know, there's a couple stats that just tip the scales. The 25, 13, and 1, I believe, combined to the under. You know, that's just a mark of bad teams. Can't score, can't get right. You know, you got OKC, 99 points, whatever, a game. You know, and Houston not too much better at 103 points per game. You know, and you know it's like this. You have Houston. They're 14, 3-1 in the last 18 games as a home favorite to the under. You know, meanwhile, you have the Bulls 8-0 to the under on 2 days rest. No, OKC rather. You know, so those tip the scales for me, and I'm on the under all day at this total of 217.
All right, we got Jovan here going under here. OKC and the Rockets. All right, Chris. You know, OKC is a team that loses a lot but covers, and they cover because of their defense.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're going to have another under tonight. I'm not trying to, you know, appeal to the masses here, but I love this one as well because this seems to me like a struggle to get to 100 points, and not because the defense is good, it's because the offenses are terrible. So look for this one to be a defensive struggle, and I think OKC's defense could be the edge to get it, you know, this under total.
Okay, by the under. What do you make, Jovan, of the recent success here for Houston here, coming off a pretty good win?
I mean, I really, you know, every dog has his day. You know, this is one of those things. You know, they play sports for a reason. They all get paid. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where, you know, you have two teams, they're bad teams, but every now and then they're gonna get a win against, you know, against decent teams. That's just how it is.
Yeah, they come off a win here against Chicago, and then had that crazy game against Charlotte where they go 146-143 on Saturday.
Yeah, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, you could trade points. You know, say with anybody if one of the teams have a bad defensive night, and you know this is the NBA, so.
It certainly is. It certainly is. So we're on the occasion here at Thunder team that is defending. So here we go. OKC Rockets under 217, and this one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We're doing fantastic work here. Showing really good profit here over the past 30 days, showing profit in college basketball, showing profit in NBA, showing profit in college football. Tonight we got a nice card tonight from the NBA. 9 games in action. We got that Monday Night Football game, college hoops as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to give money with my Money Bag Monday 5-pack. 5 NBA plays that I love. That I like. I don't love them until they cash. That's my motto. You know, check those out. Believe they're gonna cash. You know, I'm showing profit in the NBA. You know, it was a long, climb back because I started off terribly. You know, the first couple of weeks of the season, but I've been hot lately in the NBA. Look to keep that rolling. You catch me on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, my yearly. You know, it's all there. Sports Tab Place at Pick Dawgz. Also catch me on the 2-for-1 promotional, Cappers promotional. You know, with all the other fellas on the website. You know, match me up with Tony T, Chris Ruffolo, Kevin Thomas, Brian Bitler, James Clark, Al Ninos, one of the other numerous fellas on the and ladies on the site. You know, it's all there. Sports Chat Place and Pick Dawgz.
That's right, guys. Come on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He does fantastic work. You're showing the profit here in the past 30 days, 1,359 units of profit. All documents. So if you go over to the site, you'll be able to check every play that he releases, showing profit in the major sports. Tonight, he's got his Money Bag Monday NBA 5-pack. After sweeping the board in the NBA yesterday, Jovan fires back with 5 in the association that'll burn the book. So get on board with those plays. Of course, you can also go long-term with Jovan. If you like that 7-day all sports pass, he has that up there right now. Get all of his plays for the week. It will include all of college football week 14, NFL week number 13, NBA college basketball. We're in the championship week here of college football. We got a couple games on Friday and then the rest of the card on Saturday. Good time to get on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dawgz Premium with that long-term pass. You can add a second capper, as Jovan mentioned, with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you at the end of the week.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Win. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive. Let's continue here with our coverage with Chris. That two-legged parlay from you, we get there. If we get to our light goal, where do we sit?
So I'm really making the climb up, and again, I'm trying to run the Princeton offense as my computer decides to stall out on me here, but I'm just trying to see here. We'll see. We've got 90 likes. We've got 3 more cappers. Got a lot of time, but guys, don't wait. Like I said, 239 people watch it. There's a lot.
All right, Chris, a little choppy there, but where were we on the likes again?
Oh, can you hear me now? Am I better now?
Yeah, you're better now.
Okay, sorry. We have 90 likes. We got 239 people watching. So, guys, like I always said, make sure you hit the like button, because the sooner you get it done, the sooner we can make sure that we get you that parlay by the recap. So, guys, all you have to do is click the like button underneath the video. You're already hearing our lovely voices. You're not missing anything. So, hit that like button. We'll get you that parlay.
We got that two-legged parlay from Chris. Let's get to 150. Oh, more than half there. We'll get it done. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for Chris, front and center. NFL, we got the Monday Night Football pick from you. He's coming in tonight to 8:15 Eastern time with Washington here hosting the Seahawks. Seahawks road favorites 1.5, total 47.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a spot where we can actually fade both teams, but if it's possible, this might be the time to do it. But I looked at this game. All I could see is the Washington football team, the worst against the spread record in the league this season after 7 against the number this season. But on the other hand, the Seahawks have lost 5 of 6. And, since Russell Wilson came back, they've still lost both of those games as well. So it's starting to make you wonder, if it was the injury to Russell Wilson that kind of derailed Seattle's season, or if there was something else kind of at play here. The other thing is for Washington, well, this is a Washington team that's won back-to-back games, impressive performances against the Buccaneers and the Panthers. And, you look at those 2 wins, they weren't, just wins that came out of nothing. These were dominant victories by Washington, where they outgained both teams, and they just looked like the better team in both contests. The problem with Seattle is that they've only been held to 15.2 points per game since Russell Wilson went down with that injury, and they haven't won a road game since week 4. So, I'm not a big Taylor Heineke fan, and I've said that before. I'll say it again, but sometimes you just got to go where the numbers tell you to go. And I believe it's over the last month and a half. I believe it's the last 6 weeks. Primetime dogs are hitting at over 75%, and home dogs in primetime this season over 80%. So this to me just seems like a spot where Washington comes out and adds to Seattle's misery. And like I said, there's something going on with the Seattle team, and until they figure it out, I want no part of it. Give me Washington in this one. All
right, Chris is going to go here with Washington here, football team plus the points here against the Seattle Seahawks. All right, tough to argue. Well, I would make more of a case here for the under, because when you look at the trends, both teams going under. We've seen Washington under in 4 or 5 as their defense has improved. That's the key here. We've seen the defense improve here for the football team, and all eyes always on Russell Wilson. But the defense has held their own here for the Seahawks, holding their 3 of their passive opponents to 17 points or fewer.
Yeah, and I do look at the under as well, Tony, because, the Seahawks defense has done its job, but the offense hasn't done enough to capitalize on it. And I think that's going to be key here. I think this is a 1st to 20 wins kind of game. This isn't going to be pretty. This kind of makes you wish that maybe they could use the flex spot on the Monday night game a little bit, because I didn't want to see Washington-Seattle. I think there was a little bit of scheduling bias from last year when the schedule was put out and this game was in that time slot. But I look at the under as well, but I think my stronger play here is going to be Washington. I think the Washington football team come out and put forth a strong performance in this one.
Yeah, the Seahawks this year 31st on the league in 3rd down, with their defense performing well in 3rd down and red zone. And Washington inside the red zone 31st there. So that's we got to keep an eye on how can they convert there into touchdowns. But again, against Seattle, a team that's struggling for points. Maybe field goals will be enough here. Football team plus 1.5 against the Seahawks. This one, the Monday Night Football game with an 8:15 start over on ESPN. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium for tonight. We got 9 games on the board from the NBA. NBA going up against Monday Night Football. I guess they know the schedule in advance, so they can they can set their schedules. They scheduled 9 games tonight in the NBA. Got a lot of college hoops, which we know you love. What do you have going on over the site?
Well, tonight I got my Monday Money Ball. It's a 4 college hoops plays, as well as my favorite NBA bet on the board for tonight's action. So definitely check that out. $35 over at the website. Or, once we do well with that, hop on long term. And I know I always preach it because whenever you see me on these live shows, but it's because it's for a reason. That's some of your best value when you're going long. So, the 3-day will get you all the way out probably from now until the Thursday night game. You're going to get tons of college football in there as well as college basketball, as well as some NBA, some NHL thrown in there. Or the 7-day, well, that's now going to get you the conference championships for college football, which I can already tell you, I have them written down right here, and these are 5 plays that I am absolutely hammering this weekend. So definitely check out the 7-day package, 30-day all the way up to a year, whether it's me or pairing me up with someone that's part of the 2-for-1 Cap deal, whether it's the host duo with Tony T, Jovan, Brian, Kevin Thomas, Al Ninos, James Clark, any of us, you can pair us up and we'll make you some money. The season passes are up there as well. Whether it's college hoops, NBA, I'm going to have a bowl season pass coming up very, very soon the next couple days. So check that out. Tons of options for you guys over at Pick Dawgz Premium.
Yeah, lots of options over at Pick Dawgz Premium from Chris. You get on board here with his money ball tonight, 5-pack, very affordable pricing, just $35 for his best bets on the board, 5 plays, NBA, college basketball. Get on board with that. Of course, you can go long-term with Chris. That's 7 days pass. You want to get all his NFL picks, college football picks for this week, get the 7-day sports pass. Fantastic value. Or you can also shop around and find a lot of seasonal passes up there for your favorite sports. End of year Super Saver, really good value. Now, every play right now from Chris all the way to New Year's Day for $300. So another good value there from Chris Ruffolo. They're over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, let's continue here with our coverage. Chris, we'll get an update here on the likes.
Yeah, we're making, again, leaps and bounds. So we're at 140. Only need another 10.
Wow.
So definitely, that was one. I think that's actually the biggest jump that I've ever had when I've been on the segment. So definitely, we're getting the steps in the right direction. So guys, 10 more likes. I have a strong feeling we're going to get there by the end of this capper. So definitely get those likes coming in. We'll get you that 2-leg parlay.
Yeah, it's because you're featured so much now on the channel. We got Chris with the soccer picks, but if you notice, Chris is his head to toe pose over on the with his college basketball picks with the thumbnails, right?
Yeah, well, I see. Here's the thing. I went looking through my closet and I said, well, what's the tightest shirt that I could find? And adds a little bit of definition, put me up next to the logos and try to add an imposing picture of myself. And I see the thumbnail. The guru, whoever did those, definitely had the same vision in mind.
That's right. You can see Chris's head to toe pose over at Pick Dawgz Premium on the channel as he's posting his peacock pose there with his college basketball. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through.
That's not the peacock pose. You know what that is? Antonio will get this reference. That's like the 1995 wrestling main event promo for when they're just before to go to commercial before any wrestling pay-per-view, and you have the 2 guys that are staring at each other. That's what that is. That was the inspiration for that picture.
It certainly was. Yes, it does look like a wrestling pose from Chris, the Canadian Destroyer Ruffolo. All right, let's continue. No, that waits till baseball season, my man.
Oh, please. Stop. We can use it once a month. We get a little bit of a limit with the flex and copyright, whatever. It's just go to the next one. I'm just going to sit here like this until the next guy goes.
All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time to welcome. Well, we go from strength to noodles. Let's bring him in. Al Ninos. Al, what's going on? You're on mute, my man. Looks like he's got to go ahead. I caught him off guard. I might have got him off guard. You might have got it.
But yeah, doing pretty good here. How are you?
Doing great. All right, Al, let's take a look at the game for tonight. We're going to NBA here. Big theme in NBA, 9-game card tonight. Mavericks here to host the Cavaliers here with the Mavs laying 6.5, total 210.5.
Yeah, real quick, I wanted to add that Chris's Peacock post on the other tube, but let's keep this YouTube rated, please, Tony. Anyways, with the Cavs here heading to Dallas after beating the Magic 105-92. They were struggling without Evan Mobley. Definitely didn't look good without him, but picked right back up where they left off before he got hurt. Well, as soon as he got right back in the lineup, so. They had won 6 of their 7 last games before he went down, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if to see them win this matchup as a nice plus 225 dog tonight or so, depending on where you get that number. But that's not what we're looking at tonight, so don't go ahead and put all your money on that just yet, although I do think it might be worth a little shot. Doncic on the other side is a great player. Gets close to a triple-double nearly every other game, or it seems like almost every game he could go off for a triple-double. But again, this is a game they could easily lose if he gets cold and starts missing some shots. He might have a hard time getting his rebounding numbers in this matchup against Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They're two guys that like to hustle and go for those boards as well, so he'll have some tough competition there. The one thing, or my biggest concern, I should say, with the Cavs is the turnover numbers. Near the bottom of the league there with 15.7 turnovers a game. Of course, losing their point guard, Colin Sexton, won't help those numbers. But this team could be doing a lot better if they just took slightly better care of the ball. Again, live Dawgz here, yes. Dallas, not a team I've backed much this year. And I'm looking at the points, though, here. I think it's a much better value because I do think that the Cavs will at least keep this one close. So I like all the points we're getting here. I think we're getting way too many of them.
All right, Al here on the Cavs. They covered 3. They played it tough here against the Suns and Nets, Chris.
Yeah, they definitely did, and you know me. I like picking on the Dallas Mavericks as much as anybody on this show. So you give me a chance to fade the Dallas Mavericks with a decent Cavs team. That they're missing their top guys, but they're still a decent and deep team. I'll take it. Give me the Cavs and the points in this one as well.
All right, give it here on the Cavaliers plus 6.5 against the Mavericks. This one has a start time of 8:30 Eastern time. This one you'll watch over on NBA League Pass channel. Looks like that Nuggets and Heat game will be on NBA TV. A lot of injuries there on the Heat side. Looks like Bitler has been now out for Miami in this game. I know you're close to that. Al, you keep an eye on that Heat team?
Still a Lakers fan here. I keep an eye on all the teams. Obviously not going to be the same team without him. So, yeah. Jokic on the other side is still a game-time decision. Yep. So that's really tough to call right now. If Jokic is out, I probably still like the Heat. If Jokic plays, I'd be taking a very long look at the Nuggets
that's one where you want to keep an eye on the pregame. I know if you got the NBA League Pass channel, the game they air in half an hour before the start time, and they'll show you the pregame warm-up. So that's a little hint, a little tip for you guys. Tune in a half an hour before if you got the packages, and you can see the warm-ups. And Jokic definitely someone you want to keep an eye on. Could make a difference in line. Right now we're seeing Miami 3.5.
Oh, he is returning. So yeah. Jokic is playing tonight.
He is playing. All right, so we got the word here on Jokic playing tonight. So that's a big move here now with Bitler out. We want to mention that game. That's a big game of the night. It wasn't on our list of games, but I wanted to get that in. Chris, any thoughts on that one?
I think the Nuggets definitely getting Jokic back is going to be massive, and that's obviously where you're going to see the line shift. So, I mean, I was looking
plus
at the under.
25, yeah, plus 2.5.
Yeah, I was looking at the under in this one, to be honest, just because I do see. Even with or without Jokic, these are two teams that love to play defense. This is going to be a physical matchup. I think it struggles to get to 200 points here.
All right, Chris, we'll get under there. More importantly, here on the show pick from Ninos, he likes the Cavs plus 6.5 against the Mavericks. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz. Time doing great work in NHL for this season. We got NHL on the board tonight, as well as 9 from the association, that big Monday Night Football game. Lots from college basketball. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, dropped a couple units in the NHL. It's hard to stay as hot as it was though, building those units up. But heating up in the NBA though, I was showing some plus units there too. So went 3-0 yesterday, and like my play tonight a lot. Love these plays we talked about on the show as well. So yeah, check them out. Yeah, check the long-term deals out. Always a better deal, too. If you're just looking for some plays tonight, I do have a 3-pack with my best bet in the NFL, NBA, and NHL. So if you're just looking for tonight, that's a great package to pick up. But again, best deals are long term or your 2-for-1 capper deals. Pair me up with anyone you see on the show tonight or any other night. Bunch of great cappers we got on the site, so check it out.
All right, guys, got on board with Ninos over at Pick Dawgz. Doing great work in the NHL for this season. 378 units of profit. That's all documented. So if you go over to Pick Dawgz Premium and look up Al's profile page, you can see every play that he's listed, and it's graded immediately for full documentation and transparency. Of course, El Ninos has his plays up right now over on the board. He calls it his alpha bets, his best bets tonight. A three-pack for $30, affordably priced. He gives you his best bet from the NFL, NBA, and NHL tonight on his 3-packs. And of course, you can always take those winnings and go long-term without with that set. We're early on the week, so that $70 sports pass is your best value right here because that's about $20 a day. You'll get every play Al releases for the next 7 days, which will include all of his college football and NFL picks for this week. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you here again tomorrow, but you'll hang out here for the recap.
Yeah, I'll be here. Thanks again for having me. It's always a pleasure being on here.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. We'll do the recap. And Chris, I think we got some good news on the likes, right?
Yeah, we did. We're at 171 likes. So just because we got to the goal, though, don't stop. And let's keep getting 200. You guys can get to 200 by the end of by the time we do the parlay, just to see if we can get to that goal.
Let's do so. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's my turn, my play for tonight. I know Chris doesn't like this one because he showed his cards early in the show. I don't think he knew that I was giving out this pick. So we already know we're going to get a rebuttal here from Chris in this one. I just want to let you guys know that in advance. So let me go ahead and pull up my game right now. We're going here to 7 Eastern time. Virginia to host the Iowa Hawkeyes. Virginia laying 2. Total sits here at 130. And my pick in this one is going to be with the home favorite here. Virginia laying the 2 here against Iowa, which I know Chris isn't going to like, but it's all right. It's good that we disagree once in a while. So let me give you some of the reasons why I like this game. And as I mentioned, here with this Iowa team, they return only 2 starters from last season. They lose Garza and Weiskamp to the NBA. Frederick and Nunge transferred out. You know, one thing to note here is the Hawkeyes, they have played a weak schedule. And I mean weak, listen to this. Their toughest opponent, when I go over the Ken Palm rankings, the toughest opponent was ranked 204 on the Ken Palm rankings. That was Longwood. They played Longwood, UMKC, North Carolina Central, Alabama State, Western Michigan, Portland State. 3 of those teams are ranked in the 300s in the Ken Palm ratings. The toughest opponent was Longwood. So that's nobody. They haven't played anyone this season. And now this is a team returning only 1 starter, and this is their first true road game. Virginia's been tested. I know they can be challenged here scoring points, but even difficult teams that have difficulty with their offense, they can score on Iowa because Iowa really doesn't play. There's no culture of defense there with the McCaffrey teams. You know, so and they did beat Providence 58-40. I give them credit to Virginia there. They defended the 3-point wall line inside as well. We know they're a good defensive team. Iowa's lost a lot of their scoring from last year. Chris, I'm going to take Virginia and lay the points, and I know you hate this pick. It's not me silencing. There we go.
On this. Now, you know what? Honestly, I did have a bit of egg on my face as soon as I started to go off on this pick before we started the show. I was like, I looked at the schedule, I was like, uh-oh. I saw who had this game. Honestly, for me, it's just simply a matter of I get what you're saying. I agree with you. The Iowa Hawkeyes have had a soft schedule, softer than a marshmallow. There's no denying that. The thing for me is that, you know, I think this is going to be key. The key to this one is, can Iowa score more than 55 points? Because that's been the key number for Virginia. All their wins, they've held teams under 55 or less. The 2 losses, well, they've allowed more. And I think that, you know, if Iowa can score from outside, stretch the zone defense a little bit, I just think it's going to be difficult. Yeah, you know, you mentioned the returners. I think Keegan and Chris Murray, two of the more not mentioned stars for this Iowa team that, you know, they're actually looking pretty good early on. Patrick McCaffrey doing well, you know, still got Jordan Bohannon that can shoot from outside. So I think if they can stretch the defense, stretch the zone, hit some outside shots, I think they'd be in a good position to win this game. The thing for me was I think it was, you said Longwood was the toughest opponent on the schedule.
Yes, it was the toughest, yeah, on the Ken Palm, 204.
Yeah, to me, I mean, for me, maybe I'm naive in thinking this, but there's still 5 guys on the floor, and they still have to defend those shots. So if I was still hitting those shots with a hand in their face, to me, I'm not saying Longwood is going to be at Virginia's level. I get that the pressure is different, but if they get shots with their feet underneath them, I think if they can make them, they're going to be in a good spot in this one.
All right. I like Virginia laying the 2 here against Iowa. This one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time, Iowa at Virginia. All right, guys, I have a 3-pack right now going on over at Pick Dawgz. I'm coming off winning days on Saturday and Sunday. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion with my 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. You get every play that I release over at Pick Dawgz for that time period you select. When you go over the profile page and you make the purchase, you get a second capper with our 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value. You can match me up with Al, with Chris Ruffolo. You can match me up with James Clark, as well as Kevin Thomas, Jovan Burts over there at Pick Dawgz Premium, as well as Brian Bitler. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru here with Chris. And Chris, now it's time for the recap, and let's go ahead and recap the games for him today. And I know we will include your two-legged parlay here in just a second, but let's get through the recap. Ninos will join us here. Brian got us going here with the Penguins plus 128 against the Flames. James was on Hornets money line plus 170 here against the Bulls. Kevin Thomas, 76ers laying the 14. You can find 13.5 now here against the Magic if you do your shopping. Jovan, Thunder, Rockets under 217.5. Chris was on the Washington football team plus 1.5 against the Seahawks. Ninos, Cavaliers plus 6.5 against the Mavericks. Yours truly, Virginia laying 2 against Iowa. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, so I think I got to be with Jovan on that Thunder and Rockets under 217.5. I don't know how we get to 100 points on either side in that one. Maybe 105, but not anywhere close to 217.5.
All right, we'll go. He likes the Jovan play here. We'll go over to Al. Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, definitely don't see that game going over, but to mix it up this time, since we all agreed on the same play last time, I'll take a shot with the Penguins. I think it's really a game either team could win, but the value is definitely on the Penguins here.
And I'll go with Nino's play with the Cavaliers plus 6.5 against the Mavericks. All right, Chris, let's turn to you with your two-legged parlay.
All right, the two-legged parlay I'm going to give out for right now, and I will throw in a third bonus play, but let's get to the two-leg parlay first. The first one I'm going to throw out, I like the Thunder plus the 2.5. I know we just talked about the under. I like the Thunder tonight getting the 2.5. Why are the Rockets favored against anybody? I don't get it. I haven't checked to see if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's still on the injury report. No, but even then, he's playing. So Oklahoma City covered 6 straight, and you know what? And that's going back to their win over the Rockets. Back, I think it was a couple weeks ago, beat them by 12 in that game. They covered against the Bucks, Celtics, Hawks, Jazz, and Wizards. That's a pretty good stretch of teams. The Rockets, on the other hand, 3-16, the worst record in the league this season. And you look at that trio: Christian Wood, Jalen Green, and Kevin Porter Jr. They're taking a lot of shots. They're not making them. And I think that this is just a bad spot for the Rockets. Don't be afraid to put a little bit on the money line as well, but we're going to take the Thunder plus the 2.5 as the first leg of the parlay. The second leg, well, I'm going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm going to agree with Al on this one as the second leg of the parlay. You know, like I said, any chance I get to fade the Mavericks laying points, I will take it, especially when you look at the Cavs. 13-5-2 against the number so far this season, only behind the league-leading Warriors. And that's come because of a lot of great defense, especially defense inside. Within 5 feet, the Cavaliers, only allowing 57.1% from inside 5 feet this season. The Mavericks aren't going to get anything easy inside. We've already talked about how the outside shooting has struggled. I think this is going to be a rough time for the Cavs. Those are two plays there that I wish I could have put in as premiums. That's how much I like them. So the Cavs plus the points and the Thunder plus the points, and a third bonus play if you want to make it a birdcage. I like the Indiana Pacers as well against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just think the T-Wolves overvalued in that spot.
All right, from Chris Ruffolo for the likes. All right, let's go back. Ninos, he's throwing up a sign. Of course, we can't see the sign when you're in this. Keep the sign up there, Ninos, because we want to get you on a full screen.
I thought we were going to go straight to the wave. Sorry, I was prepared. I keep forgetting my son puts a lot of, he puts 5 minutes into these before I make my pick.
All right.
But I keep forgetting to put them up, and I feel really bad, so I thought I would show it off this time. It's pretty cool.
All right, there you go.
That's for the pick on the morning show yesterday.
Yeah. Forgot to get that one up there.
That was his pick. My pick was the over. I guess he was rooting for the Bucks, though.
He was rooting for the Bucks. All right, Ninos. All right, guys, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do this all over again. Of course, we'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, it all gets started with a morning show. During the week, it is 11 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch, Joe Madden, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bitler, and of course the YouTube members, VIP from the morning crew. Those videos, premium plays, fantastic value. Follow the link below and get signed up. All right, let's go ahead and bring it to crew for night. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you.